Welcome to week 3 of your mobility program. This week, we're going to add some strength to your mobility and also add some complexity to the movements with unilateral work or working on one side at a time. So let's get started. The first movement you're going to do are chin tucks against a wall. Your butt, head, shoulders against the wall. Your feet are about 6 to 12 inches away from the wall. There's a slight arch in your low back, so it's not too dramatic, but it's not pressed in flat into the wall. So with the back of your head into the wall, all I want you to do is make a double chin, trying to touch the back of that neck to the wall. And this is really going to work the deep neck flexors of the neck. So let's go ahead. We're going to do 5 of these times 5 seconds each one. Ready? And really make a double chin. Really push the back of that neck. You won't be able to touch the wall, but try. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Go again. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Again, 3, 2, 3, 5, relax. Again, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. And again, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. That makes my voice sound really funny when I do that. Okay, we're just gonna take it easy for a couple seconds and we'll do that exercise again. There should be no pain when you're doing any of these exercises. If there is, reduce the range of motion or maybe go a little slower. So let's go ahead and do that again. The back of the head's against the wall. Pull your stomach in just a little bit. Your belly button into your spine. Ready? Make a double chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Again, 2, 2, 4, 5, relax. Again, 3, 2, 4, 5, relax. Again, 4, 2, 3, 5, and last one here. And 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stop. Now we'll do a hamstring release. Take a softball, put it underneath the femur, and find a spot on the back side of your thigh. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds to 2 minutes, or until the spot that you find is released, and it goes down to an intensity level below 5. If there's a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being excruciating, you want to start out at a level between 5 and 8 and end below level 5. And I usually, depending on how much time you have, you can either hold this for the 2 minutes finding new spots, or once a spot releases, you can move on to the other side. But since you're following this routine, let's just stay with the 2 minutes. Just try and find a spot that's kind of tender and you want released. Relax the muscle, breathe through it. If you can imagine doing that, and it will release the muscle, let the muscle sink down onto the ball. Make sure your head is upright. There's no forward head. Make sure your head is upright at the same time. We have another 40 seconds or so on this side. Again, if it's gone below level 5, find a new spot. Releasing all those trigger points, those adhesions that are binding the muscles. Just releasing the muscle, just relaxing it. Getting it prepared for what's to come later in the workout. Okay, good. Upper body is upright. There's no slouching. Again, pulling your abdominals. And let's switch sides. Find a spot. I'm going to time this for 2 minutes. If you have any questions on this routine, don't hesitate to leave a comment, and I'll try to answer it as soon as I can. Or if you want help with something else, just let me know. There's a spot right there. Oh, baby. Again, chest is lifted a little bit, stomach is pulled in, your head is retracted. Practice good posture while we're doing all of these movements or holds. Breathe. I'm going to find a new spot that released. You'll be able to tell if it releases. Let the muscle sink into the ball. Almost done. Another 15 seconds. One spot at a time. The next movement, or non-movement, I guess you could say, is a hamstring stretch. Put it over the end of your foot, more towards the toes than the ankle. We're going to hold each one for 30 seconds. I want you to go and straighten that knee and pull your toe towards your knee. So actively pull your toe towards your knee this time. And then pull the whole leg towards your chest and hold. And as you go along in this, switch sides, in this journey, you should be getting more flexible, more mobile, stronger. So this is an everyday event, if not at least 4 to 5 days a week. If you want to improve your mobility, your flexibility, your core strength, switch sides. Again, pull your toe towards your knee, lock your knee, and pull your whole leg as a unit until you feel a nice, comfortable stretch. It shouldn't be painful. From your ankle to your hip, to the bottom of your hip. And let's switch sides one last time. And relax. I want you to release the calves using a foam roller. Just get it on there. We'll do it for 2 minutes. Hold this. You may want to go to the outside. You may want to go to the inside. You may want to go a little more forward or a little more back, whichever. wherever you can find a spot that is an intensity level of between 5 and 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being, excruciating. So I'm going to hold this here, just kind of relax everything, breathe through it. And the release is anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. But since you're following along, we will do it for 2 minutes. If the intensity level drops below level 5, then just find a new spot. I'm going to move out a little bit. Go to the outside as seems to be my trigger point. Thirty more seconds. If that releases, then find a new spot, further up or further down. This is called a technique called passive release. You're just letting the muscle sink into the hard object, wherever that could be. A softball, a lacrosse ball, a foam roller, whatever that is. All right. Now it's time for a calf stretch. Both feet are pointing straight forward. The back knee is straight. The front knee is bent. Push that back heel into the floor and lean forward. We'll time this for 45 seconds each side. And you should feel that stretch in your calf. Lock your back knee. You might as well even squeeze your buttock too. Just lift your head up, pull your chin back a little bit. Just retract that chin. You might even feel the stretch here in the front part of your hip as well, the bonus stretch. No extra charge. Just hold here. Pull in your stomach a little bit. Make sure that right cheek is squeezed. And posteriorly tilts your hips to stretch your hip flexors. And switch. Squeeze that cheek. Head is lifted, stomach is pulled in. Drop your heel down so that you feel that stretch in the calf. Step forward, step back with the other leg. We'll do it twice on each leg. You may want to step back a little bit further this time. Squeeze that right buttock if you're stretching the right calf. Make sure the heel's on the ground, lock the knee. Nice deep breaths. Try and relax those muscles that you're stretching, the calf, the hip flexor. And switch sides. One more time, other side. Squeeze that cheek. Lock the knee. Heels down on the ground. And that's good for this stretch. Let's do ankle mobility. I want you to go ahead and bend both knees. Keep both knees bent. And then go ahead and bend the back knee forward. Drop it down, keeping the heel on the ground. And you're just going to hold this for a couple of seconds. And then back up. And then back down. Hold for a couple of seconds. At the same time you do this, let's lift your toes up off the ground. Little added mobility motion there. So lift your toes up off the ground of this foot that you're trying to mobilize, this right leg. 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2. So you should feel a stretch in the ankle, in the back in the Achilles tendon. 8, 2, 9, 2, and 10, 2. Switch sides. So we're stretching the soleus muscle and adding the strength of the anterior tibialis to improve the mobility of the calf. 3, 2. You just pull those toes up. Try to lift those toes up off the ground. It's going to be hard. You may not be able to do it, but just go through the motion of it. 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2. Good. Now I want you to do a pec release. Take the ball, put it on a spot just below the collarbone, which is right here on that indentation that's created. I like to find a opening of a door. You could do it against a wall as well. We're going to hold this for 45 seconds on each side. Oh, that feels good. Lift your head up, retract your chin. Try and practice good posture whenever you can. Make sure you breathe deep. And let's switch sides. And just lean into it. And relax. Now we'll do a wall pec stretch. So W into the corner is what I like to call it, for 45 seconds. Arms as high as the shoulders. Elbows right, or the wrists are right above the elbows. Just lean your whole body in. Try not to lean forward at the waist, but move your whole body in as one. And retract your chin. Feel that stretch. And cross your chest, cross the front of your shoulders as well. Breathe. It's easy to hold your breath on this one, but try not to. And relax. Now we're going to do a cat-cow with a thread the needle. You set up into a position where your hips are right above your knees. Your hands are right above your shoulders. And the very first thing you do is retract your chin a little bit, round your back, pushing your hands into the floor. And you're going to hold. So then relax. And then round again. And then relax. Now this is where we add the needle part. So you're going to take one hand with your palm up, slide it through the other hand, underneath the other hand, and drop your shoulder and your head to the floor. And then at this point, take this hand here and push it into the floor, which will force you to rotate your body a little bit more. And just hold for a couple of seconds. And then relax. Coming up, we'll do the other side. Lower your body, turn a little bit. And then take that hand, push into the floor so you twist it a little bit more. Then relax. Now that's one repetition. So we're going to do 8 total. So let's round. 1. Blow out when you round your back. Push your hands into the floor. 2. Good. Let's go ahead and drop the hand down. Reach as far as you can. Heads down to the floor. Take your hand, push into the floor. And then relax. We'll do the other side. Switch and reach. Reach, reach, reach. Push that hand into the floor, rotating your spine a little more. Relax. That's 2. Blow out, round your back. Push your hands into the floor. And relax. Push your hands into the floor again. Relax. Slide through. Hand to the floor. Push into the floor. Blow out. And switch. Sides. Blow out. Relax. Let's do this again. Blow out. Blow out. Breathe in. Let's go. Slide through. Push into the floor. And then switch. And push into the floor. Relax. That was 4. So this is getting not only flexion and extension in your spine, but rotation as well. Good. Rotate. And push in. And switch sides. Rotate. And push into the floor. That's 5. Let's do it again. 1. And 2. Good. Let's rotate. Push into the floor. And let's rotate the other side. Feel that stretch in your lumbar, in your thoracic spine. Or right here. Okay, let's do the 6th one. So, rotate. Push into the floor. And switch. Rotate. Push into the floor. Come on up. 2 more. Push in. Rotate. Push into the floor. And switch. Relax. 1 more. So push in. And let's rotate again. Last time here. Push into the floor. And switch. Good. The next exercise is an active straight leg raise. The next exercise is an active straight leg raise. Both legs are out straight. Lock the knee, and then go ahead and lift one leg up and down. We'll do 8. Pull your stomach in, 2, down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. The next exercise is clamshells. I'm going to add a band, and we're going to hold each repetition for a count of 2. So it's a little bit more intense. Let's go ahead and slide elastic loop up over your knees. And you're going to act as if your head, shoulders, butt, and feet are against a wall. So they're in alignment. So the feet are out here. They're back here like that. All you'll do is go up and hold for 2. We'll do 10 on each side times 2 sets each side. Let's go. 1, 2, down. 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2. You're going to switch sides. And go. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, and 10, 2. Switch sides. Ready and go. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2. Switch sides. Last one. And go. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2. Good. The next exercise is a bridge with what I call baby steps. The goal is to keep your hips the same height and try not to let your hips tilt to one side. Let me demonstrate. So what you want to do, or what you don't want to do, is this. You want to get into what you don't want to do is get into the bridge position, and then as you lift this leg up, this hip drops down. We don't want that. So what we want is up like this, and then just briefly lift one foot up and then set it back down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and down. Good. Bring your knees to your chest. Hug yourself. So what we're looking for is the same height and controlling the rotation. Make sure that you pull your stomach in and squeeze your glutes. Easy to do on this one because as you're working, as the one leg is lifted off, the other one is working really hard to keep that stability in the spine and the hip. Now, if you're doing this stretch right here and you feel it in the front part of your hip, write me a comment in below and I'll show you what to do next, because you shouldn't be feeling it right here. You should be feeling it in the back part of your hip. So let's do this again. So press your lower back into the floor, lift up one vertebrae at a time till you come to a spot, and hold here, squeezing both cheeks. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 16. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Relax. Again, bring your knees to your chest and hug yourself. Relax. Now, let's do a dead bug. But you're going to put your hands behind your head and you're going to lift your head up a little bit as you do this, head and shoulders up off the ground. So lift your head up off the ground, lift your feet up off the ground, then tap one foot down at a time. And relax. Good. Feet are straight out, hands above your head. Reach. Make your body as long as possible. Try and breathe through this stretch and the exercise as well. We're going to do it again. All right, so go ahead. This is adding a little bit of extra tension to your abdominals. So pull your belly button into your spine, lift your feet up off the ground, and go. And relax. Let's do a side plank, a knee side plank, 30 seconds each side. Ready? Elbows underneath the shoulder. Squeeze your glutes, head is retracted, and go. It's a little bit longer than last time, 5 seconds longer. Squeeze your glutes. And stop. Switch sides. Again, set up. Elbow below your shoulder. Ready, and go. Push your hips forward. Push your elbow into the floor. Relax. Now do a squat with your heels elevated. Hold at the bottom for a couple seconds and back up. We'll do 8 repetitions. Ready? 2, back up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. 2, 2, back up. 3, 2, back up. 4, 2, back up. 5, 2, back up. 6, 2, back up. 7, 2, back up. 8, 2, back up. And as you rest, let's stretch your quadriceps. So grab your ankle, try to get the knees equal to each other, squeeze your glutes. That pushes your hips forward and stretches your quadriceps even more. And you can switch sides. Again, the knees are equal to each other. Pull your chin back, head is up. Squeeze your glutes. And relax. Let's do it again. Here we go. 1, 2, squeeze. 2, 2, squeeze. 3, 2, squeeze. 4, 2, squeeze. 5, 2, squeeze. 6, 2, 7, 2, squeeze. And 8, 2, squeeze. Let's stretch those quads again. Head is lifted. Squeeze your glutes. Try to get the knees equal to each other. And switch sides. You'll need a chair for support for this next exercise. This is a backward lunge, and you'll need a chair for balance. So your feet are set up to where they're right below your hips, like this. Feet are pointing straight forward. Grab onto the chair. You're going to step back and then back up. Now, depending on how your knees feel, you could go all the way to the floor. Like that, or just go partially. Just since we're just starting off on this, let's just go halfway down. 1, 2, we'll do 8 on each side. 3, 4, 5, 6, squeeze both cheeks at the top. 7, and 8. Switch sides and go. 1. This is the unilateral part, one of the unilateral movements I stated at the beginning, working one side at a time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's do another set on each side. So we'll go back. 1. Keep your body upright as much as you can, your upper body upright. 3, 4, 5. Squeeze both cheeks to the top. 6, 7. Switch sides, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.